Но просто получается, что у них, скорее всего, двойное эхо будет.
Ну, выключай так-то.
И от меня, и от них, хотя хрен его знает.
Короткий оставался без наследника. Там до конца. Без наследника, поскольку не живут, получается, утонули, пресекая пролив. Наконец, его дочь Мотра взяла сына последним желанием.
Мам, давай ты про себя будешь читать, а?
Малолетний внук по достижении чего? По достижении.
Реальная историческая вещь. Новелла историческая. Угу. Что выбираем?
If only we could stop the suffering.
Maybe we can. I came not just to meet you. I was sent to look for a messenger of my lord, Earl Robert.
Here? In Kingsbridge?
Farmers said the messenger was heading for Kingsbridge 2 weeks ago. The knight was carrying a confidential document that might change the course of the conflict. People here trust you. Maybe the monks here know something?
We will find him.
One more thing. No one can know why we're looking for the knight.
Так. А как это теперь узнать?
The cathedra. It is not for me to take that seat.
Ну да. Приветствую, Сикер, приветствую, уважаемая. Как тебе не знаю имя? Мама стримера.
Старшее поколение, как
Да, старшее поколение я называю мамулю. Так. А, мы тут уже были. А подожди, мы в сад можем? Можем. И чё? Вот ты смуту в них породила, мам. Сказав, что храм есть, и что мы сами есть храм Божий. Ты понимаешь, ты в смуту в молодом поколении породила.
Нет, неправильно, так и должно быть.
В смысле так и должно быть? Сын стример, горе в семье.
What we have to ask ourselves is, can our Saint Adolphus still protect Kingsbridge in these dark times?
He couldn't protect Prior James. Ever since that lightning struck the cathedral, he wasn't the same.
When you take over my position as sacrist, you should implore the bishop to send us a new relic. By then I'll be sub-prior. The new prior and I will support you in this.
Отвергнуть.
Почему?
Потому что я не хочу.
All Kingsbridge needs is faith and hard work.
Philip of Gwynedd, I wanted to talk to you. How dare you disturb Brother Remigius' requiem?
I'm afraid the choir is waiting for me.
Stay, brother. There's no reason you shouldn't hear what
я уже
Philip
говорил
has
с ним.
to say for himself.
Прошу прощения.
I beg your forgiveness. I was overwhelmed when I heard Prior James passed.
You should know better. I'm sure at St. John's you're a good prior, but here we adhere to the rules.
говорил о новом приоре.
А почему не спросить о рыцаре?
Потому что ему сейчас важно, они об этом говорят.
Хорошо.
You
Как
mentioned
скажешь.
a new prior.
The election will be held in a few days, when we all convene for the chapter meeting.
Кремсовый капитул. Нет, поговорим о приоре.
Brother Andrew, have you heard about a knight in Kingsbridge?
Aside from the ones that visited for Christmas? No. If there had been an official guest, I would know. And no one stayed at our guest house.
Let us continue this conversation later.
Of course. There's a lot of planning for me to do for the upcoming election.
Так, это мы куда зашли?
Так.
Дом Капитула.
Why not?
Обратно в собор.
No, I heard it, I'm sure. Нет.
There was something. He's right.
Правду говорит.
You seem troubled, brother.
Тебя что-то тревожит, брат?
They won't sing.
Не могут петь.
It's Adolphus.
Это все Адольф.
There was nothing, believe me.
I heard him crying in the crypt. I think I heard him too.
No, you are mistaken.
It
Смотри, у
sounded
него
like
глаз
a whip,
дергается.
like he was chastising himself. It's the end of days.
Brother Philip, please help me. Prove to them that there is nothing and no one down there. Now stop it. Concentrate.
There it was again.
Видно лестницу. То есть они, значит, этот самый.
А, вот, в крипту нужно войти.
Крипт это там, где похоронен кто-то. Вот это тут, наверное.
А ключи-то как взять? Надо теперь искать ключи.
Did you not hear it?
Давайте спросим у них.
Как попасть?
I heard about a knight visiting Kingsbridge.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't you see I have other problems?
I think I heard it again.
I fear the crypt.
Then get the key. Brother Cuthbert should have it.
There it was again.
Adolphus.
Кто такой Адольф?
Adolphus?
Ну, святой их. Мощи которого лежат.
Silence.
Так.
Да, там еще же лошадь его должны привезти.
It's getting cold. When will these novices learn to...
Так, у этого должен быть ключ.
Вот это капнуло.
А он же говорил, что ключи у него украли.
Brother Cuthbert.
Philip,
Has there been a knight to Kingsbridge recently?
Milius, wasn't there a poor soul found dead before Christmas?
I don't know if he was a knight.
He was put to rest in the cemetery.
The cemetery. That was the right thing to do.
А, ну то есть, короче.
I will leave you to your work.
I will...
Чё?
Короче говоря, значит, тот вез.
Hard at work as usual, Milius?
I have to serve salt fish 6 times a week now.
We hear you have fresh fish every day at your cell in the forest.
Every other day we even have poultry.
You have done wonderful work at St. John's, Philip. We, on the other hand, had a weak prior for 13 years. May the Lord rest his soul. What you worked hard for at St. John's is wasted here in the mother house.
After the election, the new prior ought to put things right.
Remigius? Put things right.
Лучше ли из него Клёрна лучше, чем из подводного Джеймса?
Почему так решила?
You would vote for Remigius? He would be no better than Prior James.
He is the sub-prior, and he made promises to some of the brothers, like the sacrist. He's about to burn all the books and documents in the prior's room, including the prior's ledgers.
Remigius says James asked for everything to be burnt after his death, except for his Bible.
What? Without the ledgers, the priory's finances will be beyond saving. Was no one else nominated?
Only Cuthbert.
I refuse. I'm too old.
No one else dares to follow in Prior James's footsteps.
Почему?
Not since he began talking to the devil.
What?
Что?
One day he started talking to the devil, as if they were standing side by side. He was bargaining with the devil for his soul, whispering about his sins.
Кукушкой поехал, что ли?
Sins?
Тебя попросили сесть поближе или говорить погромче? Мы уже это спрашивали. Видишь, она серенькая.
Did you see a knight in Kingsbridge?
You mean, aside from the nobles attending the Christmas service? No, I don't remember any knights visiting us.
We'll talk more later.
Так, надо ключи найти. А, слушай-ка, подожди, эти молодые-то могут сказать. Молодые могут знать.
Откуда?
Ну, молодые, ты любишь
We
пиздеть?
are people of God. Yet we need to eat too.
Brothers, have you two heard about a knight visiting
Там
Kingsbridge?
кладбище.
The Earl of Shiring was here, and some of his knights.
And many other nobles at Christmas.
It would have been a lone rider, a messenger.
I don't think so.
If someone had come to Kingsbridge, Brother Paul would have seen him.
Brother Paul went back out to his toll hut.
I see. Thank you.
То есть это тот, которого он сыр дал. Вот он ему может это все рассказать,
Да.
кто тут.
Так. Мы на кладбище. Зашибись. А, помнишь, говорили, что похоронили кого-то?
Да, рыцаря похоронили. Когда он разговаривал с этим.
Brother Ronaldus, how are you?
Huh? What?
How are you? Are you well?
Oh, Brother Philip. Yes, I am well.
Слушай,
It's
зачем
just
эти
that the
завязки?
dead won't stay in the ground.
What?
Это он себе сюда
The dead.
подвязывает, чтобы она это.
It's probably those badgers always digging up the graves.
Так, может быть, тогда можно как-то кладбище найти что-нибудь?
Say, has there been a knight to Kingsbridge?
A knight? A knight? Yes. He's here. Right here.
Do you know who he was? How did he die?
Brother Paul found him.
Where is
Вот
Paul?
я тебе говорю, брат,
Down at the bridge.
он у моста, ну вот который
Freezing
сыр дал,
his
вот он ему все
walnuts off, I
расскажет. Нет,
reckon. He talked to
Сейчас.
him.
он успел с ним поговорить.
Подожди, ну...
Правильно ему сыр мы дали, нет.
Подожди, да давай сначала всю могилу
That's all
посмотрим.
I ever do.
Do you have any idea what the knight was doing here?
Откуда он может знать?
Probably tried to jump off the end of the world.
What do you mean?
There is nothing here. Kingsbridge lies at the end of the road. Nobody comes here.
В общем, поехал кукушкой дядя.
Ничего он не поехал.
Почему это не
Он
поехал?
просто, стоп. Потому что он доказывает, что у них здесь просто вообще жить уже невозможно. Что в монастыре бог знает что творится. То есть полный.
Думаешь?
Да, абсолютно. Ничего он не поехал. Но он ничего не знает. И я тебе правильно сказала, что к полу надо. И правильно мы сделали, что мы ему сыр дали. Вот сейчас он у пола-то будет много чего узнает.
Так,
Понятно?
то есть могилу мы вскрыть не можем.
И не нужно тебе вскрывать, тебе нужно к полу идти.
Подожди, вот тут еще какие-то новицы.
Не будут они знать пол, к полу.
Они могли ключи стырить.
Нет, к
Подожди,
полу
ты
идти.
помнишь, нас попросили хор решить вопрос с хором?
My father gave the priory a good deal of land to keep me fed. I won't eat salted fish all day.
Me neither.
Ну вот, но они опять же на жизнь жалуются.
Shall
в
we
монастыре.
go into the
Какой
cellar again
полный
tonight?
пипец.
Тихо, ну вот, ключи, я нашел! Что ты мне говоришь?
Old Cuthbert's keys.
Indeed I do. I hid them right in the church. Stuffed them in the large crack in the wall.
I could
Так.
do some crack stuffing myself.
I bet you could.
Вот!
We should go to shiring sometime. Heard they have a big-titted harlot there. One that would even do you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Монастырь называется.
Как прокомментируешь это?
Ну, полное разложение в монастыре.
Так, в стене в монастыре.
Ген, а зачем ему ключик? Ты объясни мне, пожалуйста.
Чтобы помочь, чтобы открыть, где лежат мощи, и доказать, что там трупы, что там никого нет, чтобы клирики могли снова петь. Они боятся петь, потому что считают, что это
что
труп.
там дьявол.
Да.
And concentrate.
Так, а как это использовать? Слышь, Замер, как это использовать? А, вот, трещина в стене, все, нашел.
The novice said he hid the keys in here. They're here. I have them.
Вот, отлично. Теперь я могу открыть почти любую
Did
дверь.
steal Cuthbert's keys.
И пошли в крипту открывать.
Let's see what we can find. No reason to be afraid. Nothing. God will bring with him those who have fallen asleep. These old cathedrals are bound to make strange sounds. Nothing here. The saint rests in peace. Even if it is Adolphus, we would have to welcome him. Hello?
Слышала шум? Чё там? Мышь, что ли, летучая?
Может.
Стоп, от чего у него за глюки, блядь?
What is that?
Слушай, ты что, с мистикой, Займер, игра? С мистикой, но это будет неинтересно.
It's the size of a child. Hello? An owl. Just an owl.
Ай, блин!
I would be relieved to know that. I should tell them.
А ведь действительно, пока она не повернулась, похоже была. Отлично. Нет, это хорошо, это хорошо. Ребята, это сова. Релаксните.
There is no need to worry, brothers. Adolphus is resting in peace. It was just an owl.
I told you it was nothing.
God bless you, Brother Philip.
I knew I heard something.
Now, be silent, concentrate, and...
Так, слушай, мы же теперь ключами можем эту открыть, дверь.
I'll stay down here.
Ага.
I'm not...
Ну ладно. Так.
Теперь ему нужно к полу пойти узнать.
Ну подожди, ты что ты все к полу-то ходишь еще?
Объясню, потому что он же именно должен гонца этого узнать, потому что здесь происходит, ему важные вести.
Подожди, можно всякие конюшни пооткрывать, вот там дом этот вскрыть.
Зачем? Сейчас ему к полу идти надо.
Ты хочешь идти строго по сюжету?
Нет, просто главное для него. Он не просто еще приехал. Это главная цель.
No need to lock the guest house.
Он еще лошадь должен его привезти. Что-то он не привел.
No need to lock them.
Так, подожди-ка, есть еще деревня. Пошли на дорогу. Ты не забывай, что здесь еще деревни есть.
Понятно, сначала должен к этому, а потом в деревню идти. Вот он. Да. Ничего нету.
Brother Paul?
Philip. Ouch.
Нет, о ноге, но сначала о ноге что.
What's wrong with your foot, Brother Paul?
Oh, just a chilblain. It will ease when the spring comes.
You should have a fire.
It's all right. It's not that cold.
Don't take it lightly. Many will die this winter for lack of food or shelter.
Remigius thinks the Lord is testing us. Only the sinners perish.
No, the poor perish, and those that he has freezing out here.
Don't say anything to Remigius, will you? If he thinks I've been complaining, he'll be displeased.
Here, Paul.
Oh. Ouch! Oh. A hot stone! It's a mercy, Philip. Thank you.
Remigius should give you a fire, or not have you sit here at all.
I don't really mind. Winter is bound to end sometime. Philip, if you ever run into trouble with Remigius, be careful to answer him. Do not stay silent.
Silent?
Nothing makes him angrier than someone who doesn't answer. He becomes weak and defensive. It's not fitting for a sub-prior, let alone prior.
Have you heard about a knight in Kingsbridge?
A knight? Oh, yeah. Yes. He was just lying by the road, just a mile away from the priory. He must have fallen from his horse.
Where is he now?
He died. We buried him in the cemetery.
Did he have a name? Did he say anything?
He could not speak. But the look in his eyes told me he was afraid. I held his hand and prayed with him while he died.
Did the knight have anything with him?
There was a letter. I gave it to Prior James. Remigius will probably burn it with the rest of James.
В общем, он письмо сожжет с остальными бумагами.
All his books and documents will be burned
Сожжет.
after his death, except for his Bible.
I heard about this. I think that would be unwise.
Sometimes I wonder if it was because of that letter. A few days later, Prior James fell through the ice. Right here, Philip. Maybe I brought a curse on Kingsbridge.
Кто может, как может навредить письмо?
Писание или мама...
Как может навредить письмо?
Хорошо.
How could a letter bring harm?
The word of God brings salvation. But what if the devil took to writing? What then?
Надо было ему процитировать, мама. Они ж монахи.
Нет.
Так, погоди, мы можем в полынью попасть. Если найти. А, во, орешки.
А зачем он орешки-то просил, Ген?
Ну, он собирает их, типа, хочет на будущий год посадить.
То есть они до того дошли, что они орешки должны сажать? Нет, не посадить, а...
Собирать.
Готовить их ничего не
Ну да.
А семена, да, сажать. А где моя...
Чё?
Там?
Я не знаю, куда ты это ставил, посмотри, у меня нет.
Он должен выяснить.
Ну понятно, что он должен выяснить. Но извини меня, тут еще куча дополнительных дел есть.
James, I pray for you that when you stand before God, He will look upon you with mercy.
О, блин, спасибо. Типа мы можем, короче, смотреть, куда можно нажать, жмакнуть еще, куда сходить можно еще. Видишь? Что за пуэнто романико? Там пошли к мельнице.
This priory is so much bigger than our small cell in the forest.
Меня бесит, что с помощью карты нельзя быстро перемещаться. Вот это раздражает. Так. Ясли.
Ясли это там, где корм этих самых.
Ну, понятно, да. Я почему-то все время думал, что ясли это где младенцев держали. Ну, а-ля.
Нет. Это где корм для этих скота. Почему и говорили, что я...
Why is this locked?
Так, у меня были ключи. Где ключи?
I'm sure there was someone moving behind a window, but most houses are empty.
Большинство слуг уехало, дорога на север. Подожди секундочку, почему? А где мой инвентарь? Так, взаимодействие, подумать, показать подсказки. Снимок экрана, выключить звук, выключить субтитры, увеличить мышь. То есть, подожди, ты что, ключи только тут, что ли, работают в монастыре?
Да.
Не, подожди. Здание возле поля. Нет, это просто баг был. Попробуем открыть ключами мельницу. Ну, это же, по идее, территория рядом с монастырем, значит, ключи монастырские должны подходить. Да. Слова вырезанные. Понятно, мам. То есть он еще и избивал, этот помощник. Дедовщину устраивал.
Не восстановишь мельницу, а он-то там приор этого самого маленького хозяйства где-то все цветет и пахнет.
Да, для него это ужасно, конечно.
И главное, ты видишь, что Скотт сам по себе.
We come together here. The pilgrim.
Так. Че я так медленно иду? Просто
Так он
ради.
к лошади пришел.
Ну это просто ради того, чтобы погладить. Ну это... Так, пошли-ка к этому.
Опять к этому. Короче, тебе...
Вот, свежая могила. Покорить секундочку. Не, к приору чуть попозже. Сначала хочу сайд-квеста пройти. Кого хороним-то, блин? Ну вот, это он, рыцарь Фрэнсиса. Так. Пошли в дом приора, ладно. Попробуем его за... Нам советовали не молчать.
I asked not to be disturbed.
Так и вот это Еремей.
Brother Remigius, I'm sorry I interrupted your service.
You mean Prior James's service?
Quite so. I heard he fell through the ice. Horrible.
Yes. I was the one who found his rosary by the river. Now let me continue my work.
Просить показать документы, спросить о смерти приора. Попросить показать документы.
Прям в лоб вот так?
Да.
Почему?
Ну, вот,
Прям в лоб?
Да, потому что либо он этот сам откажется и таким образом...
Ну давай, хорошо.
I would like to take a look at Prior James's documents.
И он же письмо должен найти.
Why is that?
Well,
Он не может сказать напрямую. Брат же спросил.
has given much to the mother house. I would like to ensure that all is accounted for.
So you do not trust us, Philip, is that it?
The state of this priory.
The state of this priory is the concern of the Prior of Kingsbridge.
I still would like to see the prior's documents.
They will be burned tonight.
I heard about that.
It was Prior James's last wish. I'm following his request.
Как, блядь,
But
удобно.
the new prior will be lost without the ledgers and contracts.
After the election, I'll be the new prior.
For now, you are not. Only the chapter meeting can decide on these matters.
Of course. Brother Andrew will surely understand why you would go against James's last request.
Мог собрать их там.
If you really want to be of help, look for Brother Cuthbert's keys. He's getting old. Misplacing them all the
У нас
time.
есть ключи, мы можем их точно можем выкрасть документы. Ну, по очереди спросим все.
Why would Prior James walk out onto the river at night?
He was chased.
Chased? By whom?
The accuser.
But why would the devil be chasing him?
Better to not get involved in all this.
Короче, это этот виноват.
Don't you have your own priory cell to run?
Пусть его спровадит.
А когда добьем?
You really believe the devil killed the prior?
Some of the brothers do, and I respect their beliefs. We may never know what happened, and that's that. Now let me get back to my work.
About the chapter meeting.
Talk to Brother Andrew. He will be just as pleased as me to have you around. Now leave.
Расскажем про ключи или нет?
Нет.
Ты хитрожопый, мам. Вроде такие приличные, и сырку дать, и камень дать, а ключи зажили, да?
Да. Ну зачем же, извините, козырь свой вытаскивать? Нет. Он может опять все-таки спросить, а ничего при нем не было. Ну, хотя он сказал, что это бумаги все сюда.
Да.
Но мало ли, может быть, чего-то и осталось. Подожди, ты не знаешь там?
Ну, этого спросим тогда, да.
Да.
Rotten edge.
Ну, он только будет бубнить
We
под нос.
used to eat them. Now they're eating us.
Да, по-моему, просто тупо поехавший.
I should talk to Andrew's sacrist instead. This will not help to get hold.
Не может спросить. А Эндрю тоже против него будет делать.
Whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is sin.
Почему он это говорит, когда пожика? Когда мы наводим на обломки.
Right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is sin.
Не, ну он понимает, что, так сказать, тут воровство происходит сплошное. И этот реки или там и так далее в этом участвуют. А скорее всего никакой дьявол там не виноват, а этот что-то этот мутит воду.
Чего я сюда не могу зайти в этот в дом? Странноприимный дом. Ну ладно. Ладно, отдадим ему ключи. Чтобы не ругались на него.
Cuthbert, I believe...
Where did you find them?
The thief hid them in the cathedral.
That is a sacred. Will you report the thief to Remigius, Brother Philip?
I will think about it.
Keep them until we know what to do, will you?
Вот так я тебе говорю. Надо было.
Remigius suggested that I convince the sacrist to organize a chapter meeting today.
In order to save the books and legends. I knew you would do it, and you should. But when it comes to the cellar and my stores, I have all the numbers in my head.
О!
It's a shame to waste parchment in ink.
То есть он все помнит.
Remigius told me to have Andrew arrange a chapter meeting. That's the only way to save James's documents.
Then there's hope. But Brother Andrew is stubborn. You'll have to be stubborn too when you talk to him.
Замер пишет, мне его жалко, уже часа 2 рыбу солит. Хана его пальцем. Так, а где там этот брат?
Эндрю?
Да. Ай, блин, альтапнулся. Ну давай сначала с братом поговорим.
Thank you for your help.
How could I not help you?
I knew I could.
Так.
The letter is probably in the prior's room. But the sub-prior is going to burn all of James's documents.
What? We cannot allow that to happen, do you?
Of course not.
Понятно, почему ничего не хочешь говорить.
I see. A temple to feed the temple.
Как мы оказались?
Yes.
По-моему, там что ли дом Капитула? Да. Здорово, Эндрю.
I'm looking for a document that...
How does that relate to my tasks? Talk to Remigius.
We can't allow Prior James's books to be burned.
That, Philip, was Prior James's wish.
This priory is in debt. And without the ledgers and documents, that will never change. Besides, the wisdom in his books is priceless.
It is not up to you to make decisions in this priory, Brother Philip.
Silence! Your self-indulgence is inexcusable. If you don't see why this priory needs those ledgers, you are a poor choice as a sub-prior. My one and only concern is the well-being of Kingsbridge.
If that is true, I won't stand in your way to argue your case in front of the chapter meeting. When I'm done here, I will tell all the monks to come to the chapter house.
Would it help if I went and told some of them?
Feel free to do that. But I insist that the choir finishes practicing before we start. They're already behind schedule.
Присутствуют все?
Угу. Ну, пошли собирать. Так, где там, говоришь, слева?
Странноприимный дом.
Ну, во-первых, давай дадим ему эти...
I found some beech nuts.
Орешки.
Ah, we will grow a beech tree then.
Wonderful.
If we ever get round to starting the garden.
I'm sure you will. There will be a chapter meeting today.
You convinced Andrew? Miracles do happen.
Потому что мама настояла.
We will be there. You have our support.
There will be a chapter meeting today.
Excellent. I can't wait to see you and review.
Brother Cuthbert?
Do not worry. We are...
Так, кого еще нам нужно? А, того мужика, который хор.
Да, весь хор.
Brother Andrew has arranged a meeting.
Yes, please go ahead. We will be there in a few minutes.
Ну, наверное, послушников, конечно, нет. И нужно, ну, на всякий случай.
There will be a chapter meeting.
Oh, yes. We will be.
Thank you.
Господи, почему я должен быть этим, как он называется, гонцом?
Потому что ты в этом заинтересован.
БББ. Вообще этому половому нам теперь рассказывать, каким-нибудь дебилом.
Brother Arnaldus, there's a chapter.
Today, I'll be... Wouldn't miss that.
A waste of time.
Не, потеря времени. Конечно, так. А, вроде мы тут везде были. Остается вот там этих двух. Не знаю, честно, насколько она там рассчитана.
Чего?
Не знаю, насколько рассчитана. Спрашивают, насколько игра рассчитана. Ну и того, кто на этом стоит вроде.
There will be a chapter meeting soon. Ah.
Не забывай сказать о том, что Марии, что нельзя молчать.
А где этот придурок, который тут был?
Да.
А, ну нужно теперь к этому к главному подойти. Так, а где он там? Где этот полудурок?
Который не хотел.
Да, господи.
Ключевые предметы, вон, чего у тебя там?
Что, я собрал все?
The choir has finished singing. Are you ready for the chapter? If you have any other business to take care of, the meeting could take a long...
Да все.
Да, встреча капитула важнее.
The chapter meeting is...
Of course. But there is one more matter I need to address first. We are still looking for the man who stole... Do you know who the thief is?
Сдать его или не сдать?
Не называть.
Почему?
I cannot give you a name.
If there is a thief among us, we shall find him, if God so wills. Now, let us begin.
Потому что он может на это, понимаешь, сейчас самое главное другое. А то начнут разбирательства.
And this is why Prior James's wish must not be honoured. Kingsbridge Priory would be beyond saving without financial records.
I think we have all understood the reason for your concern, Brother Philip. But before we come to a decision, let us hear other voices of concern.
I would like to know why you would doubt the wisdom in Prior James's decision.
Maybe you didn't know him as well as we did, Philip. I can say I knew him well. We all here knew him. So did you know him.
Все, подвергнуть. Когда крутится, это означает, что нужно быстро выбор сделать.
Philip, you are going too far. I will tell...
Brothers, let him fire.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Let Philip speak.
Oh, heavens. He has a tendency to do that. He lost his temper with me as well.
And with me. Will you lose your temper again now, Philip?
Well, I'm about to.
Shush, yes.
I owe James much. He was the one who asked me to take care of St. John in the Forest.
One of the most prosperous cells in all of Shiring, if not England.
It was a wise decision then.
But his last wish was not. Well, was it? What are you waiting for? Answer me.
Mom.
Заметить, что мудрый человек бы не пошел на лед.
Is walking on thin ice wise?
Who does he think he is?
May the Lord forgive him. He knows not what he is saying.
No. I have taken offense to Philip's words myself today. Sometimes Brother Philip ought to temper his words, but there is always truth in them.
Yes. Philip asked us a question. Was it wise to walk out onto the ice?
God was testing Prior James.
I say the devil chased him. Do you doubt that? Do you doubt that, Philip? Surely you must have an answer. I know because Prior James confided in me.
If the Lord tested James, then he is testing all of us. I trust the Lord, so did James, and so should all of you. He was misguided when he walked onto the ice that night, as he was misguided in his last wish. Whatever or whoever misguided him.
Maybe it wasn't the devil. We've never seen him.
The novices would be better advised not to speak up.
Philip is a good man. He was the only one to say I should have a fire.
But did he do anything besides talk?
Yes, he brought me a hot stone.
That's our Philip.
Very well, Philip. But why don't you tell us the real reason you have come before us? You not only came to save these books, you have another motivation, do you not?
I am here only to help this priory.
This priory, of course. I say it is not a coincidence that he should make his voice heard now, shortly after James's passing and before the elections.
What are you saying, Brother Remigius?
This is not about James, it is about him. He wants to be prior.
No. I came here to talk to James.
I think that is a wonderful idea. I nominate Philip of Gwynedd to be the new prior of Kingsbridge.
I can't disagree with that.
Well, yes, obviously.
Excellent choice.
What about Remigius?
That's surprising.
Great
Prior
idea.
Philip.
Brother Philip, do you accept the nomination?
Ну вот он становится приором.
Thank you for your kind offer. But we would not want to impose on you, Brother Remigius.
Oh, but I insist. I will help you.
No, you really must not. We will see you later. Thank you. We don't have much time. Evening Mass will begin soon.
Should I not have accepted the nomination?
You've never been good at saying no. And Milius is right. Kingsbridge needs you.
What about St. John's?
I will ride there tomorrow. I will let them know you will be staying in Kingsbridge for a few days. Thanks to you, these documents and books will not be burned. Now, we have to find that letter.
You truly think the letter can help prevent a war?
If the message says what I think it says, then yes, I do.
Запись Фрэнсиса о почившем короле Генрихе, королеве Мот и королеве Стефане II. Нашего нового короля Стефана поддерживает большинство нормандской знати и даже церковь. Его младший брат Генри, епископ Винчестерский, один из самых влиятельных священнослужителей во всей Англии. Он заставил Стефана поклясться усилить позиции церкви, у которой почти не было политического влияния при короле Генрихе. Великий день для церкви и для всех нас. Проблема в том, что один из незаконно рожденных сыновей короля, мой господин граф Роберт Галастерский, хочет посадить на трон свою единокровную сестру Мот. Он убежден, что она будет во всем полагаться на его указания и советы во время правления. Союзником Роберта является Бартоломео, граф Ширинга, преданный вассал короля Генриха, поклявшийся защищать его род. Для восстановления попранных прав королевы Мот, графы Ширинга и Глостера подняли восстание против короля Стефана. Еще немного, и начнется война.
Now, let us look for the letter.
Prior James was working on a text. Our God is a consuming fire, and whom he destroyed shall be raised at the end of days, and shall destroy him. The first line is from the scripture, but I do not believe the second one is.
Philip, we must focus on the letter.
James spent much time writing in the last 10. Instead of a prior, he became more of a...
That is what you monks do, isn't it?
It used to be. The handwriting on this tablet is hardly legible. Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed. Did Prior James write this?
Let's continue. Look.
Тут у него уже действительно
крыша поехала.
сомнение, да, что тут дьявол как бы тут.
Francis, I think I found it.
In the Bible?
Revelations, the apocalypse of St. John. And they called to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us.
Ты понимаешь, что не сожгли бы Библию, мам?
On the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who can stand? The Lamb? What was James afraid of? Was it this letter?
No, the letter is still sealed. Break the seal.
Письмо датировано 18 декабря 1135 года Роберту Глостерскому. Назовите дату, и в назначенный день мы будем готовы пролить кровь во имя королевы Мод. Я со своими людьми выступлю против Стефана Балаузского. Мы не развяжем войну, мы лишь разожжем ее пламя. Стефан и все те, кто поклялся ему в верности, сами развязали войну в тот день, когда предали дочь короля Генриха, в тот день, когда Стефан узурпировал ее трон. Бертран Бартоломью, граф Шрингам.
Oh, this is it. You found it.
The Earl of Shiring is about to start a war.
Yes. He's made contact with my own master, Earl Robert of Gloucester.
Who is this King Stephen that has taken the throne?
A nephew of King Henry. Do you ever think of the day our parents died?
Francis, you know I don't like to talk of that.
I know. It's just that I think of them all the time. And I've always blamed King Henry. The church suffered under his rule as much as we did in Wales. Philip, you have to show this letter to the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
Вот это вот епископ Кембриджского.
The Bishop of Kingsbridge? Why?
Our late King Henry was opposed to Rome's influence in England. King Stephen, on the other hand, swore to preserve the rights and privileges of the church, and we can help him if you tell the bishop to protect Stephen.
Что-то я не понял. Типа Генрих против церкви, а он за церковь.
You are conspiring against your own lord, Earl Robert.
I want a king who supports the church. I want these dark times to end. I want to stop the Earl of Shiring from starting a war. He could set the whole of England on fire. My lord the Earl of Gloucester can never know what I was doing here. You must not tell the truth about how or where you got this letter. Don't tell anyone I was involved.
Отказать и ехать принять план Фрэнсиса.
Либо принять план, либо отказаться.
Отказаться.
I have already lied for you. I will not do it again.
Lied? You simply said you were here to help this priory.
I lied. I told everyone I just wanted to save Prior James's documents.
Not mentioning the letter was an act of diplomacy.
Huh? I'm not like you. I'm not a diplomat. I'm a simple monk. Who am I to talk to a bishop? I cannot and will not do this.
I understand. I will ride to St. John's and tell your monks you will stay in Kingsbridge until the election. And then I must find a way to get this letter into the hands of the bishop.
Вы помогли Фрэнсису раскрыть заговор против короля. Вы стали одним из кандидатов на место приема Кэмбриджа. Вы не согласились встретиться с епископом, отказав брату в помощи. Вы не донесли на вора. Вы отдали горячий камень. Вы пока не добились уважения Ремигия. Вы нашли послание на мельнице. Вы нашли буковые орешки для сада брата.
Не так уж много.
Ну, извините.
Но заговор-то открыли.
Да.
Так кто такой Джек? Монах.
Проща. И чё?
I'd rather not.
Да понимаешь, что у тебя урчит в животе, вон там трупак валяется.
Но он не хочет, полусгнивший уже. Можно, извините меня, помереть.
Альтабнулся. Да, альтаб случайно нажал. Так, и чё, и куда мне тут идти? Спрашивается. А, следы оленя.
Да, но у него при этом ни хера нету.
Но у него проща есть.
Есть?
Да. Нет, это проща.
А, ну да. Это которые те самые камнем убивают.
Yes.
У него жратва есть.
Жратва и шкуры.
My name is Jack. For a long time, it was the only name I had known. I was born and raised in a cave by my mother. We were used to getting by, but that year the winter had been harsh. I was proud to have killed my first deer that day. And while waiting for Mother to help me cure it, I decided to practice my reading.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain.
Смотрит книгу.
Before him not a single fort remains. Before him not a single fort remains.
Afternoon was approaching fast and Mother still hadn't returned. So, if I wanted to cure the meat, I had to do it on my own. Else it would all go to waste.
Что с книжкой-то делать?
No, it might get dirty.
Так.
Книга запачкана.
Так, тогда книжку нужно поставить на полку.
I can do this later.
Чё, позже.
Good. It's warmer. Now I need some wet wood to make it smoke properly.
Чтобы закоптить дымом.
Значит, надо выйти, раз нужны сырые.
Huh? What's that?
И ребенок маленький. Ты помнишь, когда они там
Да.
это и есть?
There he is. Charles the Great, the protector of my town. You're coming with me.
Живя как изгои вдали от цивилизации и защиты закона, Элен с Джеком были вынуждены держать в доме разное оружие, и стрелковое, и холодное. Был там лук, который мог служить как средством самообороны, так и инструментом для добычи пропитания. Большинству изгоев предъявлялись обвинения, но перед судом они так и не представали. По закону все их права, в том числе на собственные, аннулировались, а договоры признавались утратившими силу. У них больше не было прав, а потому кто угодно мог причинить им вред, схватить и передать властям, поэтому большинству изгоев приходилось жить скрытно, промышляя воровством. Но подожди, мне нужно, чтобы мясо осталось.
Да. Ты за мокрыми этими пошел.
Да.
В тот момент ты слышишь еще какие-то крики.
Ну, просто если логически подумать, то если я сейчас не закопчу мясо, то я сам сдохну с голоду, и эти сдохнут с голоду, если я кого-то приведу, правильно?
Mother will be proud. Now, what's that?
Все, теперь можно побежать на шум, я согласен.
Вот это лужа.
It was hit by something sharp. That was no animal.
Нашла ребенка, что ли, мать?
Good. He hasn't seen you. Who is he? A whip. That's what he is. A whip. That means he's someone bad. I told you about people like him, remember? Is he a monk? He is. Although not an ordinary one. Maybe an official for someone important. I don't like this one bit. He looks nice though. He's smiling. Listen, Cub. I am sorry. I know there's so much you want to know about the world out there, but for now, we must stay hidden. And never trust a man of God. Least of all his compassion. You'll either end up in a monastery or at the gallows. Get down.
Easy now, it's just someone little. No need to be afraid.
I'm going to follow him. You go home and wait for me, little cub.
То есть... Зачем?
Это они мать похоронили.
Да.
Ну-ка нахер. Детям тут, что называется, не место, я так думаю.
Но он должен матери рассказать.
Нет, не мама. Ну а как он матери расскажет?
Ну вернуться и рассказать.
Don't move. We killed the pig thief in Salisbury. We can kill you too. Bloody outlaw. Where's the baby? Did you eat it?
Ну чё?
Hey, stop that. What's this?
Give it back.
What do you want with this? You can't read.
Give it back.
Leave the boy be, Alfred. He took the baby. I saw him take Mother's cloak. He's the only one around. Who else would have taken it?
Wolves.
Но сначала покажу плащ.
Found this.
It's Mother's cloak. The baby was wrapped in it, so he must have taken it as well.
A monk took it.
A monk?
Yes, on a horse.
Is that true? Where did he go?
He should take us there.
Leave him alone. He's just a boy.
What is your name, boy?
Jack.
Do you live in these woods, Jack? Then you know this place better than us. Please. I don't know why I left the child. I thought I couldn't take care of him alone, but I cannot leave him to die either. I have to know if he's all right. Will you help us? You're a good lad. I owe you.
If you want your silly book back, you better keep your word.
Но я что-то не видела, что монах забрал. Не поняла.
Монах забрал ребенка. Да.
For now, I had no choice. The girl was sobbing, while her father remained tense but quiet. The boy kept on pushing me, which confused me greatly. I had never been hated before. If I had any plans of getting away, it would be like hunting deer. I had to... The monk had crossed a small stream, or he had followed its course north, which would have led him towards the next village. Either way, the tracks ended at a riverbed as evening was fast approaching. The big man looked at me. "Which way, boy?" he asked. But I could only guess.
Прочла? Ну и чё, куда? Вдоль речушки или перейти реку?
Мне кажется, перейти.
By now, the girl's sobs had ceased, and she had fallen asleep on her father's shoulders. The water was icy, and it hurt. At one point, the boy slipped and fell. I considered my options, but standing in the middle of a stream hardly allowed for a quick... He slapped my hand away and pushed himself up. When we reached the bank, he was drenched and shook bitterly. He gave me a nasty glare while I was already searching the ground. There were no hoof prints on the side of the stream.
What is it?
He got us lost.
Did you?
Papa, I'm tired.
That's all right. Come on, up on my shoulders you go.
No, I'm too heavy, and you're too tired anyway. I will remain steadfast.
You should all get some rest. Alfred, stay here with them while I take a look ahead.
No, don't go.
I won't be far, dear. Besides, you can do me a favour while I'm gone. Have an eye on the lads and make sure they get some sleep, all right?
All right.
See? You are steadfast. I won't be long.
Блин, вот нужно субтитры в таких играх делать, чтобы они были попадали, ну, понимаешь, по скорости.
You stay where I can see you while my sister rests. And no tricks.
Он захочет этот самый сейчас бежать.
What is it? Did you hear something?
The fog is lifting.
I don't like you. Tell me, why do you care about your book so much? You're an animal. You don't even know what it is.
Mom!
I'm not an animal. I'm a hunter.
A hunter? What do you hunt?
Boar, duck, deer.
So you are an outlaw. No one's allowed to hunt deer except for the king.
The king?
Yes, the king of the English. You've never even heard about him, have you? You only know how to rob and how to kill.
Yes, I can kill.
Hey, you see that? Over there in the fog. There is something there. What is it?
A deer. It broke through the ice and died.
Children! Martha, wake up, dear.
Who's she?
We met in the forest. I'm Jack's mother. Come here, Jack.
Did you find him?
Yes, dear, we did.
The baby is safe. The monk brought it to a small cell not far from here.
But we won't go there now. Ellen offered us shelter for tonight.
I have. Follow me.
If I'd known you lived this close, my Agnes might have been safe.
Don't fool yourself. When a woman is bleeding inside, it either stops or it doesn't. All you can do is keep her warm, and you did that. I'm sorry, but the living must take care of the living. Jack, give the children some soup, will you? Will you be able to get work soon?
Hard to say. People don't usually hire a new master builder in winter. Too cold for stirring the water. Sometimes you get lucky, but not this year.
Thank you, Jack.
Some time ago I had work in Exeter. They offered me the post of builder for the Castellan to keep the walls and defences in shape. It would have kept me busy for the rest of my life. We would have lived like bishops.
What happened?
I refused. All I cared about was working on a cathedral again. I was a fool.
You can do better than to build churches.
Well, I worked on one once. That was good work. I won't ramble on now. But if you ask Martha, she'll tell you everything about it.
You know, a man like you should not beat himself so hard.
No. No, there is no excuse for leaving my baby son behind.
Women die in labor. Men abandon their children all the time.
Блять, это же реальность была, мама.
That they return.
Is that what happened to you and your son?
No. That is an altogether different story. One I haven't even told Jack yet. All I can say is, I raised him alone in this cave, outside of town law. Just us and the forest.
Mom!
How do you get by?
We hunt, we gather. It works well enough for us two to survive. You can thank Jack for the meal, by the way. My little cub caught his first deer today, all by himself.
I'm impressed. Eat well, children. You'll need your strength.
And so do you, Master Builder. Go on, tuck in.
I will. Thank you.
Она к нему клеится.
They're asleep now. So, what is it?
I told you that the monk had taken the baby to a small cell nearby. It's true, but I advise you to stay away from there.
What? Why?
Because you abandoned it. That counts as murder.
Then I have to steal him. I have to own up to what I've done. I have to take back my son.
Think for a moment. You have been out of work since summer. A baby needs a lot of care, more than your other children. How will you feed him?
But what am I to do then? Live like you? I don't know a thing about hunting. I'm a mason. Even in a castle I'm more at home than here.
Leave the baby with the monks. He'd be warm and fed. You wouldn't have to carry him while you look for work. And when you do find something, you can come back and fetch him.
I don't know. Since Agnes died, I don't know anything anymore.
You're a good man, Tom Builder. You're kind and gentle and strong. You will do the right thing. You also don't have to go through this alone, you know. Jack and I will have to leave this place soon. The winter is too cruel and we might not survive if we stayed. We could all travel together.
I don't know. I have my hands full with my children already.
I can help you take care of them. If you promise to teach my son how to get along in the world of men. We may be strangers now, but we would be at each other's side, helping out however we can.
Хитрожопая сука.
Нет, ну а чё ей? Она женщина. Мы еще не знаем
The
ее
living
историю.
must take care of the living.
Живым должен заботиться о живых.
Это же разумно. Не
Мам,
хочу
что
ходить
выбирать?
отсюда. Я увижу замок.
Ну, у него же, помнишь, вот этот игрушечный замок про Карла Великого он читал? Что вы, я думаю, все-таки это выбрать. Ребенок мечтает о большем.
That night I dreamed of a strange world. There were small castles, dead deer, and a giant called Tom. In that dream I was happy. I tightly held my mother's hand, watching the kind giant and learning his mysterious ways.
Вы били оленя, приготовили ужин, вы наткнулись на домостроителя и его семью, вы налили суп сначала Марте, Альфред признал вас, вы захотели поскорее покинуть лес, вы нашли информацию о жизни Джека и Эллен в качестве изгоев.
Кстати, немало.
Тебе нравится игрулька?
Хочется побыстрее, конечно.
Хочется побыстрее. Ну да, чтобы это как книжка была, да, я понимаю, мам.
Did you pack enough food? It will be a while before you get to eat smoked venison again.
Yeah, I took some.
Anyone seen Martha?
She said she had to piss.
All right. I'll go get her.
Она пописать пошла?
You're a mason too, right?
Uh-huh.
So, what have you built so far? I'm sure Jack would love to hear about your work.
Houses. I mostly carve rocks. I haven't built much yet.
That must be hard work.
Right.
Так, пошли посмотрим замок.
Tell me, how are you getting along?
Ты чё плачешь?
Fine.
You know, you don't have to be afraid of me.
Мама говорит, что они
Not
нам больше
afraid.
не понадобятся. Кто не понадобится?
Ну, инструмент, снаряжение охотника.
I think I'll go and look for Tom.
Ugh. Even the good ones are starting to taste bad.
Так, ну пошли Марту успокаивать.
They're looking for you.
I don't want to leave. It's so dangerous out there. I don't want to get robbed again.
Том их всех побьет.
Почему Том?
Ну потому что он мужчина.
Ну подожди, мама его вообще женщина, а у меня у
Нет,
него
ну
есть...
потому что он мужчина, он прекрасно понимает, что он сильный.
Нет, это не Death and Inland, это новелла.
У меня проща есть проща.
Ну, мы либо выставить в хорошем свете Тома, либо его маму, либо себя. Кого выставить в хорошем свете?
Том их всех побьет, ну потому что...
Брат.
Tom will beat them up.
But since Mama died, he seems so weak. Papa usually protects me, but he can't always be around. He needs to take care of himself too.
Я всегда буду рядом с ним.
Ну, мам, ну слушай, ну это уж пошло как-то, мам.
Нет, давай.
Хорошо, мама.
I will always be around.
That's not your job.
Маленький ребенок.
You should look after yourself and your mother first. And I want to stay here where it's safe.
Отдать ей соломенную куколку, чтобы она успокоилась.
This knight is Charles the Great. He will protect you.
Oh. Am I his princess?
You are. Together you are brave and smart and will never give up.
All right. I have to stay steadfast. Thank you, Jack.
Come on. We're going on a great quest.
Приключением, да.
On our way, I told Martha the names of my trees. There was the birch, Jerusalem, and the oaks, Alexandria and Byzantium. When I pointed out Rome, she laughed and named an apple tree Southampton. The farther we walked, the merrier she became, christening all the new trees Winchester, Bath, Salisbury.
Визуально она была.
I grew quieter and quieter.
Ну, меня спрашивают, какой жанр вы игры?
Finally, we arrived at a large road. This heads towards Shiring, Tom said. The strangest name of them all.
Ширинка этот самый там. Ой, господи, запомнил как все.
By noon, we had reached the edge of town. Mother gave us some dry prunes to chew while she argued with Tom whether we should head directly to town or past the palace of the so-called bishop. Tom was hopeful to find work at the palace, but Mother seemed uneasy.
Так куда, мам?
Куда?
Ну, к епископу или в город?
Ну, а маме же не понравилось.
И ты как хоть, ты выбирай.
Я дворец епископа выбрала бы.
Ну он же гнида получает. Ну, тут же, ну ты же понимаешь, что здесь идет борьба. Вот смотри, еще раз тебе объясню. Здесь идет борьба за власть. Карл, точнее Генрих, который там был, он был против церкви, для того, чтобы Рим не распространял свое влияние на Англию. Ну потом ты знаешь, во что это вылилось, протестантские войны и все прочее. А местные за королька, который хочет свергнуть нынешнего короля.
Так у него же идея построить...
Да, у него идея построить собор, но по-хорошему, если правильно посчитать, нам нужно закорешиться с вот этим вот епископом того, который пришел, которого только сделали наместником монастыря. Не к епископу идти, а в монастырь идти нужно.
Ну, значит, монастырь.
Следовательно, нам не сюда, а в город. Потому что дальше должно быть вот это все. Вот, обитель, лесная обитель, вот эти, вот там пойди туда.
Так, он же не у лесной в обители стал ему этим приором-то. А вот
да, а в другом городе.
Да.
Вот так куда идем, выбирай. В общем, на твой выбор.
Да, а как это называлось, где он сейчас?
Я не помню где. Ну, по-моему, вот этот Ширинг, пригород Ширинга был.
Давай тогда туда.
Mother seemed happy to head directly into town and avoid the palace. These churchmen are all crooks, she said. But Tom answered with a worried expression on his brow. They might be the only ones willing to hire a mason around here. Shiring was full of people looking for work. Mother and Tom kept asking around while we rested our feet at the market. Alfred gave me a look as if he wanted to punch me, but I only stared at the buildings, amazed by the straightness of their walls.
Ну да, когда ты всю жизнь живешь в лесу, где одни ветки.
Finally, Mother called us over. Rumour had it that the Earl of Shiring was hiring all kinds of people. It was then that I heard a man in a robe say, "That voice, it's her. The witch. She was here 10 years ago."
Вот я
But
была
apart
права.
from me, no one took notice.
А, подожди секундочку. Ну вот мы вроде как в монастырь идем. А, нет, вот сюда нам Кенсбридж, да, это не Ширинг, это вот тут.
А, вот.
Блин.
Перепутал ты. А это можно поменять, да?
Нет уже. Замок графа Бартоломеу. Шиллинг. Не, ну слушай, в замке тоже каменщик работу найдется, да, тем более во времена войны. Ну, осад, во времена войны всегда каменщики нужны.
You don't know me. You're misjudging whatever it is I did. I'm willing to forgive your mistake if you accept my offer now.
This is all about family honor to you, isn't it? Perhaps I should tell you about my mother. She was a happy person who loved to laugh and tell stories, but father made her miserable. Oh, he's not a bad man, but solemn and strict. She hated him so much she died from it.
Are you saying you don't like me?
You're so self-centered. You never think about anyone else's feelings. You have no refinement and you can barely read. What were you expecting?
One day you will see that you are wrong, and then I won't be so forgiving.
Полюбас наверняка брак по расчету.
All right. Let's hope it's true and the Earl needs us.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Alfred, keep an eye out. I'll be right back. And boys, try to get along.
An eye out for what?
Papa wants him to look for things that are broken.
Ah.
Some people don't know they need a mason until you show them.
Papa could fix their walls or build a house. One man can build an entire house? I want to see.
Learn what you can, but don't stray too far.
Ugh. Why won't anyone just give me something to eat?
Jack, be careful. Don't get too close.
Так, давайте с мамкой. А, слушай, а, это она посох его
Stay
взяла.
sharp, Jack. People are rarely what they seem. See that knight over there? What does he look like to you?
Ну, медвежонка, наверное, мам.
He looks like a small bear.
Георгий, не спойлерите.
True.
За баню.
Even small bears can have an appetite for blood. Just because we are out of the forest, that doesn't mean there are no wolves about.
А, Замат пришел.
Hello, Jack. Have you ever been to a castle before?
No.
Castles are very safe places. People don't rob you so fast.
Mother told me stories about castles, about knights and princesses.
Oh, like what?
Like the one about Tristan and Isolde. They drank a potion and had to love each other for 3 years.
I know that one. Jack, do you think there's a princess in this castle? It would be so nice to see a real princess one day.
Hey, boy, come here. Say, what do you think about Tom?
Что мы думаем про Тома, про мужика? Добрый, высокий, пожать плечами.
Это кто думает? А, он добрый.
He's nice.
Well, let me tell you something. He may seem nice, but he really doesn't care about anyone but himself. Whatever you do, he doesn't care. He'll just drag you into his own misery. So take my advice. If you and your mother want to stay, you better learn to shut up and put yourself second. That's all I'm saying.
Почему удержать рот за зубами?
Не знаю. А.
I can't believe the Earl allowed his daughter to refuse him. How scandalous.
Ну, примерно, да. Нет, скорее, как книга, как новелла.
She deserves someone better. Such a very bright and charming girl.
Oh, she's an arrogant one, just like her father.
Так, это мы возвращаемся назад. Это с Мартой поговорим.
Alfred doesn't like your father.
What? Oh, maybe if Papa knew that, he could do something about it. He doesn't talk to Alfred that much.
А, Альфред, наверное, не его сын, а помощник.
Alfred thinks Tom doesn't listen to anyone.
He should tell him then.
But how can he, if Tom won't listen?
Well, if Alfred is angry at his father,
отца,
he must
всё-таки.
make him listen.
That little rat.
If you keep your feelings secret, Alfred, nothing will change.
Мудрая мамка. Так, пересечь двор. Пересечь двор. Что у нас тут есть? Вернуться назад, подняться на стену. Значит, подняться на стену. Что еще остается? А, погоди-ка. Работники.
Hello, my name is Jack.
Тут еще один есть.
Так, а, подожди-ка, мы сейчас, наверное, найдем эту дырку в стене.
И чё?
И работу найдем. Нам же просили все осматривать. А, нет, ну нифига, слушай-ка. Ладно, пошли с рыцарем потрепаемся.
Ну, а только один.
Да, пополам побраться.
What is it, boy? You just want to stand there and stare? All right, then. Let's see what you've got.
Are you a knight?
No talking. That'd be cheating. Ah, reckoned you'd be as ballsy as your ginger, but my mistake. Another time, perhaps. Cheers, lad.
В смысле?
Ну, ты не стал разговаривать?
Нет. Он что-то хотел меня проверить, а что конкретно сделал хотел, я не понял.
Will you be fighting soon?
Why are you asking? All right, let me tell you a secret. Can you keep a secret? What color is your shite, boy?
Brown.
Nice. Mine's grey, like ash. But that's a secret, isn't it? For my shite's colour is neither your nor anyone else's business. So you'd better keep that to yourself. Got it?
Are you a knight?
Would have risked my life for nothing if all I was supposed to do was bake bread. Be warned, lad. Get a job that pays. Not one where you have to pay for a new horse every time someone kicks your ass. Being a knight costs you, especially when you're also a drunkard. Damn, if only I'd known.
We
Still need to know if you... What?
grey.
Let's try that again. What?
Let's try that again.
Bra.
Nice. My bet.
Ну, в общем, он нам больше ничего не скажет. Блин, опять альтабнулся. Хопать, мы где вышли?
Are you knights?
We are? Why, you want to be like us?
Like you?
Tell you what, snatch us some food from the keep, and we might train you.
Very good. That should be a valuable first lesson.
Нечего воровать, это будет первый ценный урок, 100 пудов. Полюбас, мам. Ну согласись, да?
Странный вид почему-то включения. Не знаю, как хочешь. А что, ты положи ей этот самый это дерьмо?
меня не ворон, у меня китя. У меня не ворон, у меня кошечка.
You should talk to your father.
Why would I? I'm fine. I just wanted to be nice and warn you. That's all.
В смысле полный порядок? Даже говорить, что ли, не будет с нами больше?
You should talk to your father.
Why would I?
Ну что дальше сделать надо? Следую... подожди-ка, следует за Томом. Значит, нам нужно в Джоун наверняка. Куда он мог еще пойти?
Watch your step, you little twit.
Don't mind him, boy. That's just William Hamley. He was hoping for a princess, but all he got was a boot.
What's he doing? Do you think he forgot something?
His dignity, perhaps?
Look, you strike me as an honest worker, but we have a right who does all the repairs for us.
Then something else, maybe? I heard rumours that there's all kinds of work here.
Well, unfortunately, it's not builders we're looking for. Actually, it's quite the opposite.
I understand. Thank you for your consideration. Walk with me, boy.
Я стырил еду.
Зачем же ты стырил-то?
Но никто не заметил, я не запалился. Там же просит этот.
We have followers all over the Zaгляni.
Of course. You're the Earl, after all.
A title doesn't guarantee anything, my son.
I don't understand. Is that why you sent all those letters?
I'm sorry, boy. The Lady Aliena won't see any visitors today.
Lady Aliena?
A charming young woman. She lives on top of the keep.
Like a princess?
Well, no. Although, I suppose she would make a splendid queen indeed. For now, she is just the Earl of Shiring's daughter, and quite good at her role, if I may say so.
I want to see the lady.
My, you are just as rude as her previous visitor, aren't you? All want but no manners.
Can I see her?
May I see her?
May I?
As I said already, she won't receive any more visitors today. At least not any scoundrels. Not after that Hamley boy tried to propose to her. Again. She'd rather enjoy some quiet than another wide-eyed piglet who thinks himself a minstrel. Now don't start singing, please.
Hamley?
Yes, Percy Hamley's son, William. Now, off you go.
May I?
I told you she is not in the mood. She prefers someone a little more.
Угу.
And
Надо будет этому
farewell
сказать.
to you.
Тому. О том, что там есть леди, может она как-то...
They'll rob it.
Together we control.
Not all of it, but we have messengers in place to keep us. Now, be quiet for a moment.
Может, с парнишкой можно будет договориться? Стоп, куда это я? Еще, блин, они заставляют обходить меня по кругу. Ну, обалдеть.
You there, what do you want? My father and I have important business, so go play in the yard with the other children.
Stop right there. I'm sorry, boy.
Так, ладно.
So, have you heard about anyone else who might need a mason?
Last summer they were building at the monastery in Shaftesbury, but they might be finished now.
Been to Shaftesbury. Already too many masons for too little work. What about Earl's Castle?
Ну, он просил кушать.
Where did you get that? Ha! I can see we're going to be good friends.
Вроде как друзья. Стоп, подожди, с девочкой поговорить. Точно, она же хотела принцессу, ты говоришь, увидеть.
There are so many knights. Do you think there's also a princess?
There is one.
What?
There is a princess here.
Oh, show me.
Ну, это еще и сказка какая-то.
Ну, почему сказка? Она дочь графа.
Я все понимаю, но
My lady?
там.
Yes, Matthew?
There are 2 children downstairs, desperately wanting to see you.
Children?
A rather cheerful little girl and an annoying boy.
Well, considering that it is my role to tend to my father's guests, I believe I can see them.
Your father let you renounce a wedding. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you declined this as well.
But a cheerful little girl?
And an annoying boy.
We will get along. You may bring them up.
Голоса хорошо подобраны, мам, согласись.
Oh, it's you. I noticed you and your parents from my window. What can I do for you?
Нам.
Ты правда принцесса?
You're quite shy, aren't you? Would you like something to eat?
But they won't serve food yet.
They do what I tell them. I will have Matthew get you some bread.
Yes, please. Where's your mother?
My mother died.
Aren't you sad?
I was, but that was a long time ago. My brother Richard can't even remember her.
My mother's dead too.
Там даже слова не дают сказать.
Oh. Who's that woman with you then?
Это моя мама.
That's my mother.
And where's your father?
Промолчи.
Did he run off? Some men are such beasts.
Нет. В
I
этот
never
раз.
had a father.
Where did you come from then?
From my mother. All young things come from their mothers. What have fathers got to do with it?
I think you should have a word with your mother. Come on, I want to show you something. Have you ever been up this high before?
No. Wow. All the people look so small. Like little mice. You must be up here every day.
I used to, but nowadays I try to hold myself back.
Why?
We are about to make some great enemies. If our first assault fails, they may want to lay siege to our castle, so I will have to get used to staying up here for a long while. I suppose this view will bore me soon enough. Till then, I'm trying to keep it special.
And you're sharing it with us. I don't think that I'll ever get bored by this.
Come on, let's go back down. Matthew will take you to your parents.
How did it go?
Oh, she was so pretty. Don't you agree, Jack?
Так, ну нужно теперь к этому... К тому идти. А где он?
А где он был?
Кстати, да. Утырок, ты где?
Вообще ты Альфреда должен искать. Или дочка.
А, во.
Even a fool can see these buildings need work. If the Earl's not worrying about his stalls and his kitchens, it might be something else.
Ты получила отказ?
Ну, сначала об Альфреде, потом о нападении.
Alfred is angry.
What? Why?
He says you're selfish and don't care about him.
Thank you for telling me, Jack. I will talk to him later.
Lady Aliena is expecting an attack.
An attack? So, the Earl is planning to go to battle. That's very helpful, Jack. Now, why don't you help me find some damage to the castle? The Earl might not want to fight if his defences are in bad shape.
What do you need work for?
It pays. It buys shelter and clothing and we don't have to starve. Not everyone can live in a forest, boy.
No?
No. People need to be around people. For that, things have to be set in stone. Like the laws in towns, or rents, or wages. If everyone did whatever they liked, things would get very bad very quickly.
Can't you work somewhere else?
Not if we want to eat tonight.
They refused you.
Well, just because work rarely falls into one's lap, that doesn't mean there is none. I'll give this place a look over while you tell your mother to be patient.
You can build castles?
Well, if I have the money and the people, yes. Maybe one day I'll show you how it's done.
What are you looking for?
Something to convince the Earl that keeping things the way they are won't do for long. Could be something small, like washed out mortar or a loose column. Yeah, I need to see the hole before I can carve the rock.
Понятно.
I'm going to talk to some people. And if you see...
Ну, наверняка на стене должно что-нибудь быть.
This looks good to me. Is anything broken here?
Well, these battlements could use a fresh stone or two, but apart from that...
Да, перевысматривай, блин. А, стоп, зубы. Ну, зубья стены, видишь, она раскрошена. Больница. Че, я так быстро все нашел? Да я гений. Слышь, Том, я нашел тебе работу.
What is it, boy?
The battlements are broken.
I noticed that already. Now, see if you can spot any more.
Вот зараза, а. Еще? Замер, блин, не спойлери. Волден, блин, рассказал мне, куда, короче, нужно идти смотреть. Засранец. Спойлеришь. Ускоряешь продвижение. Да ё-моё.
The well is in bad repair.
It is? Yeah, very good, Jack. That's one thing the Earl needs to get fixed for sure. Anything else?
There is a wall without mortar.
If that's true, you have a very keen eye. Well, that should do for now. Now, stay sharp. You did a very good job, son. Now, come along. You deserve to see if it worked.
Look, I'd like to give you work, but we don't need you.
I just hope you're not expecting a siege soon.
Why do you say that?
Your defences are in bad repair.
Be specific, man.
The mortar in your walls has come away in places. This leaves an opening for a crowbar, and once there's a hole, it's easy to pull the entire wall down.
Anything else?
Yeah. The keep has an undercroft with a wooden door. If I were attacking the keep, I'd go through that door and start a fire in the stores.
And if you were the Earl, how would you prevent that?
I'd have a pile of stone ready shaped and a supply of sand and lime for mortar. And a mason standing by ready to block up that doorway in times of danger.
Matthew, may I have a word with you?
Блин, но оставаться в замке, который будут осаждать, по-моему, не лучшая идея.
We have a home. For now.
Зато он работу нашел.
Is that all right for you all?
Of course.
Alfred?
Why are you asking me?
Because you're a builder. I think you have a say in it too.
It's fine with me.
Grab your things, everyone, and follow me. It's time we put a roof over our heads.
And thus Tom Builder had finally found work. Little did we know then that it wouldn't last for long.
Вы отдали сломанному рыцарю Марке, чтобы помочь ей набраться храбрости. Вы и ваша новая семья добрались до города. Вы дали Альфреду перекусить и тем самым укрепили вашу дружбу. Вы рассказали Элиене об отце Джека. Вы нашли письмо Уильяма к леди Олене. Вы помогли Тому найти работу. Мы офигенные!
It's good you sent your brother to tell your flock in St. John's about your nomination. If you'd gone yourself, they might not have let you leave again.
There is a good chance I will return to St. John's after the election today.
Why so pessimistic?
Many of the brothers still want Remigius to become prior.
Running St. John's must be hard work. But running Kingsbridge Priory would be a much greater task.
Perfect for our brother Philip. Tell me, Philip, what will be the first thing that you do when you're elected?
Мы починим собор.
М?
Ну да, мы перейдем на самообеспечение.
Давай займер, удачи.
We must become self-sufficient and pay off our debts.
Yes, we must.
It will take years of hard work.
You just keep doing what you have always done, Milius. And we will teach the brothers out there to do the same.
You cannot go in there.
What was that?
Who are these people? Hey! Step back. Step back, I said.
What is going on out there?
Soldiers?
Did they start a war again? Those fools.
Philip! It's Francis. They have Francis.
Francis.
Это его брат.
Ну, походу, да.
What is happening here?
Return to your brothers, monk.
We'll question you soon enough. You have no right to be here.
Stand back. You cannot pass here.
They won't let us through. I tried. What is going on here?
They said they're looking for someone. They were questioning some of our brothers.
I am telling you, it was the bishop. You fool! I would have been informed if the bishop was visiting. But I... Silence!
What is this? It's an invasion, that's what it is.
What's your name? It would be easier for us all if you just came with us.
What about the child? Is it yours?
Francis.
Like it or not, you'll be coming with us.
We were looking for you.
What are you doing here? And who is... Who is that?
I found him. In the woods.
Hey!
Hey!
We fed him goat's milk in St. John's. Johnny Eightpence did. He says he misses you.
He was always very sentimental.
Hey!
Philip, you must not tell these men my name. My Lord Robert of Gloucester believes me to be in Winchester. The bishop received the letter from me anonymously.
These men are with the bishop. He is here in Kingsbridge.
The bishop has come for us. May God have mercy on us. You were right. I shouldn't have got us involved in the conspiracy.
Hey, you two. You should listen when you're spoken to. Who are you? And what about the child?
Did you make it? Did you two do it and make a little baby? By God, you look so funny. Oh, come on, let me hold it.
A name, or both of your names. Come on, you two. Give us something we can work with.
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. What? One of the 10 commandments. Do you not know them?
Oh, save your words, monk.
Do you not know of heaven and hell?
I do. I know of them. I know of heaven and hell.
If you know and still go against the word of God, you will not be saved. Not heaven awaits sinners, but hell, the lake of fire.
We'll take hell then.
No. No.
William.
What is your name, monk?
I am Philip of Gwynedd.
It's him we're looking for, not the other one.
Monks, they all look alike.
We were looking for you. Bishop Wailerun wants to see you.
Oh.
We found him. He's here. Tell the bishop.
I found the monk. The bishop. Tell the bishop.
Go on, monk. We'll all keep an eye on you.
You will be safe.
Он тут вообще при чем?
Потому что заварушка в монастыре происходит.
Tell the bishop. I thought he would at least be taller than me.
What is going on here, Philip? I don't know.
He's expecting you.
Ах ты сука, а! Это вот этот гондон наверняка его сдал, мам.
Кто?
Вот это вот реликвия или как его там?
I hear you've done good work at that little cell in the forest.
I am surprised you know about it.
As bishop, I am the ex officio abbot of Kingsbridge, so I am bound to take an interest.
Well, God has blessed us at St. John's.
I wish God would confer similar blessings on Kingsbridge Priory. You may wonder what I am doing here, Philip of Gwynedd.
Да.
I received a letter from an anonymous source. The source disclosed only that it was found here in Kingsbridge Priory. So, you know of it.
I do.
This letter, it reeks of betrayal. It reeks of those who betray the trust that we all bestowed in them. Of those who betray God.
Брата не будем задавать? Но он же умрет.
Right, Reverend. It was I who found the letter. I know its content.
So you know of the war. God thunders wondrously with his voice.
He does great things that we cannot comprehend. The Book of Job. But this is not the work of God, but of Earl Bartholomew.
Remigius told me it could only have been you.
I meant to do well by our church. Our brother Paul found the message on a dying night. He, in turn, handed it to Prior James.
May God rest his soul in peace.
So that's why you insisted none of his books should be burnt?
No, there are many reasons not to burn all this.
It was Prior James's last wish for all this to be burned, wasn't it, Remigius?
Yes, yes it was.
You told me about this.
Yes, my bishop.
My bishop, it was not I who sent you the letter. But the man who sent it had the well-being of the church in mind.
Remigius, He told me everything I need to know. Philip, you do not look well. What is the matter? Tell me.
Soldiers have invaded the priory.
Invaded? Oh, of course. I have gotten too used to the presence of knights and nobles. The work of a bishop. The reason why these men are outside right now is your letter, Philip. As I suspected, it did convince my allies to go against the Earl of Shiring. Now that you have confirmed the authenticity of this document, they will stop at nothing. Earl Bartholomew is a dangerous man. His plan to attack King Stephen is likewise an attack on the Church. These allies of mine insisted that their knight should accompany me along with their son, and very soon they will ride against the Earl.
I understand, my bishop.
Philip, I have the feeling that there is a storm rising. Right here, in Kingsbridge. And in the eye of that storm stands one man. You. Around you, things begin moving. Don't they, Remigius?
Yes.
But there is one important thing you have kept from me.
There is? My bishop?
You did not mention that you, Philip, were nominated to be Prior of Kingsbridge. The brothers here will elect their new Prior today, will they not?
The election will take place in a few hours, my bishop.
We need a strong Prior. James was my friend, but a strong Prior he was not. We are in agreement on these matters, are we not, Remigius?
Of course, Right Reverend. The bishop and I agreed you should have this.
Very well. Now, when your distinguished guests arrive, what will be the subject of your first sermon as the new Prior of Kingsbridge?
Говорить о том, что приор нет, с другой стороны, о том, что приор не правитель, нет, говорить о смелости и...
I think what I would talk about is... I beg your forgiveness, but I do not understand.
Most of your brothers agree with me on this matter. Remigius has talked to them. They will vote for you.
As will I. And I will support you in your duties in my role as sub-prior.
A role you have fulfilled wonderfully in the past, Remigius. Wonderfully.
My bishop?
Philip of Gwynedd. You will be the new Prior of Kingsbridge.
In humbleness, I stand before you, most humbled by your trust and humbled by the great tasks ahead of us. We must restore Kingsbridge to do justice to the glory of God and to his mercy. The desperate and the hopeless everywhere shall hear our bells. They shall see our towering cathedral. Our great church will become a guiding light, but first and foremost, through our actions and our faith, we ourselves shall be such a light to the lost, the hurt, and the suffering on their path to God.
The Earl of Shiring is not in attendance, it seems.
He is not. Shameful. He's busy preparing his siege on Winchester.
I trust he does not know we are about to foil his plans, Percy.
Answer the bishop, my husband.
No, he does not expect us, not at all. My men are ready.
So is our son.
Excellent.
Пиздец, хитросплетение.
Excellent.
То есть этот отсутствует, а это кто-то еще...
There you are.
Да.
What's the matter?
Did I have a father?
Yes. Everyone has a father.
Что с ним случилось?
What happened to him?
He died before you were born.
How could he be my father if he died before I was born?
Babies grow from a seed. The seed comes out of a man's prick and is planted in a woman's cunny. Then the seed grows into a baby in her belly, and when it's ready, it comes out.
Why did you never tell me? About father, I mean.
I needed you to be older. Trust me, once the time is right, I will tell you everything. I promise.
What was my father's name?
Jack, the same as you. They called him Jack Sherberg.
So, if there's another Jack, I can tell people that I'm Jack Jackson?
You can. People don't always call you what you want them to, but you can try. What is that? Jack, find the others. Then hide and don't come out till I tell you.
Мерзавцы.
Вы стали приором. Уоррен выполнил просьбу, его союзники Хэмлин напали на Эрсексал. Уильям Хэмлин был испуган, когда вы сообщили ему, что грешников ждет ад. Вы не сообщили епископу об участии вашего брата.
Ты все придумал, хоть и не согласен с братом, но... Тут я уже ничего не понимаю, конечно.
Oh, there are at least 200 of them at the river.
Knights again? What colors do they wear?
They are not knights, Philip.
They say they cannot pay.
It is all right, Brother Paul.
I told them that there's a toll.
Who is your leader? Who will speak for you?
No one will speak for us, monk.
We were chased from every village.
They are outlaws.
Thieves!
We are no outlaws.
We come from Earl's Castle.
They killed our men! My child! They killed my child!
By God. We cannot feed you. We barely have enough for ourselves.
We will give them shelter.
Philip, we have not enough room.
We will give you all shelter, all of you.
Да, разрушенная деревня.
I wish I had more to give.
More? We've given away almost all the food we have. What will these poor people eat tomorrow?
Before they came here, they fed themselves. They worked. Surely they can do that again.
There are more coming. Word is spreading fast.
What do we do now, Philip?
Give me the rest of the bread.
But...
Here, Philip.
Then help to clean out the empty houses and tend to the injured.
You heard our prior, brothers.
Сейчас надо будет выборы делать, кого кормить, кого нет.
Да.
It was the Hamleys. They couldn't get their rotten son married to our young lady. If there is any justice in the world, the king will punish them.
Ну, теперь поняла, кто напал?
Кто?
Как?
Вот этот вот...
Который пытался жениться, да.
They said the Hamleys attacked Earl's Castle. Take some bread.
Only one loaf of bread for all of us? In Wigley they spat on us. And now you want to complain when this monk shows mercy? But I... Thank you, Father.
Но раненым надо дать еду, правильно? Детям без родителей, да.
The children are all alone. None of them trying. Children, take some food. Please, take it. Here, I will put it here.
Ну а теперь группа беженцев, голодные женщины и дети, умирающий мужчина с ребенком, беженцы, умельницы.
Ну, наверное, так, голодные женщины и дети.
How do we deserve this? Why has God forsaken us?
He has not forsaken.
But our children are sick.
Take some bread for your children.
This is not enough. He has more bread. I saw it. Please, our children are starving. Give us bread for our children.
Please, give some to those people over there.
Give it to us. We have Why did this happen? What did we do wrong? Our children will die in this cold.
Wake
Please,
up!
let us stay. We can work.
Твою мать.
Дин, ты тогда мне скажи быстро, в чем суть.
Не читай. Скажешь, как я дальше смогу.
Был уверен, что короля Стефана. Так, дальше трагедия. Да. Да. То есть, если бы они не вмешались, кто?
Если бы они письмо не передали.
Philip, we are running out of room.
Have you done as I told you?
We have cleared out the houses and put up fires. All houses are occupied, and our brothers are treating the sick and injured.
There is still some room in the guest house and in the dormitory. Tomorrow we will open the cathedral. We need all the room we can get.
Prior Philip?
Yes?
I am Tom, Master Builder, and I'd like to rebuild your northwest tower.
Dear God, you look even worse than the others. Like they haven't eaten in days.
They just don't stop coming, do they?
I have worked on Salisbury Cathedral. My last employer was the Earl of Shiring himself. I know my craft. If you let your tower collapse, it may tear down parts of the nave. Hire me, and I'll make it strong again.
I wish I could hire you. Repairs would cost much, and we have nothing.
That child? You are raising a child?
My brother found Jonathan in the woods and brought him here. The poor boy would have frozen to death if it hadn't been for God's great mercy.
Jonathan.
Look, I am sorry, but all I can offer you is a place to sleep.
I'll accept. But I'd rather earn it. We didn't come here to beg.
Ask God then. That wouldn't be begging, it'd be prayer.
You remember what I told you about the kindness of monks? Ask God. That wouldn't be begging, it would be prayer.
Oh, I will pray. I will pray for a thunderbolt to strike the church and level it to the ground.
I wonder if they refused us because of me.
Why can't Tom repair their church?
Because these monks want to hold on to their coin as long as they can.
And they can't see that it's about to collapse. If it did, I'd have worked for a lifetime. But no, they believe it can all be held together by prayer.
Ну выбирай.
Нет,
Все, надоело.
Do they know you?
I used to live close to here, so it is possible.
Maybe that monk will change his mind. He seemed nice.
He won't. I could see it in his eyes. He's a stubborn one.
Can I look around a bit?
Yes, but don't stroll too far. Be cautious of those monks. I told you the baby would be safe.
What baby?
Monks may be whips, but they take care of their own.
He'll grow up to be a monk.
He will.
Well, I guess there are worse things than growing up close to God. Jonathan. That's the name they've given him.
A gift from God.
Jonathan?
I wish I could hold him.
I know. But you have to be careful. They must never know that you are his father. Tom?
Fine. Oh, that stupid cathedral will fall apart.
Mother?
I told you the baby would be safe.
What baby?
Monks may be whips.
Yes? Oh, hello. I'm afraid...
Who is it?
The mason's boy. I'm
Yes, there are
sorry,
worse things
but I cannot help you.
Блять, вот тут субтитры те и другие.
That's the name they've given him.
A gift from God.
Jonathan?
Что ты обратно?
I wish I could hold him.
Он случайно зашел.
But you have to be careful. They must never know that you are his father. Tom?
Fine. Only that stupid cathedral will fall apart.
Fall over already!
I am not a ghost, little redhead, even if I am at death's door. If you go first, I will put you in the ground. It's what I do. I'll make it a nice grave, but you must dig me one, too, when my time comes. Agreed?
Это он с кем-то
С нами.
согласится.
That's good. You must not be afraid to die. Death is not the end. There is more after. That's the secret. That is what all this here is about. You see?
The monks closed the big door. The monks were locked in.
Что-то не понимаю, подожди, я уже со всеми поговорил. Слушай, а если я сейчас попробую прощу выстрелить, она рухнет? Ну это уж совсем бред будет.
Зачем?
А другого ничего сделать не могу. Я со всеми поговорил.
Move, you stupid thing!
Ну, я хотя бы попытался. А, вон тропа вокруг собора, точно.
Who are you? Ah, you're one of the refugees from... Did you see how they killed people? I don't think I could take it. We monks do not do things like killing.
Но он никогда могилы не
You
видел.
always say things. So what? At least I'm no thief.
Stop it. Tell us, what did you see?
He was walking around the cathedral, and then he went here, into the river.
Philip said Prior James did not commit suicide.
So it couldn't have been him. Then what did I see? I saw something.
There are things deep in the woods, in the streams, the rocks. Many farmers give them offerings.
They shouldn't do that. They must be demons. An angel would not hide in the forest.
I believe only in what I see. I have never seen a demon nor an angel. I can't believe you.
You don't even believe in Christ.
Ладно, пошли в дверь.
I will not change my mind on this matter. We will help them, all of them. Remigius, do you truly want to leave these people to die?
We should remove ourselves from the world, my prior. It is for God to decide, not us.
We will help these people. We must.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Remigius here is right. This is no place for children.
Now I remember her.
What is it now, Remigius?
This woman. She came with the builder.
Yes?
She is not a refugee.
What do you mean?
She's an outlaw. She's been here in the past. Prior James warned me about her. She is not from Earl's Castle. She's from the forest.
But her husband?
I doubt they are married.
Young man, are you not the builder's son? What's your name?
Jack Jackson.
Son of Jack. Well then, you may go now.
Но мы спалились.
He is not the builder's son. I knew it. He is her son. And of a man called Jack. Fornicators, that's what they are. Unmarried even. That woman must be expelled from Kingsbridge.
I had no idea. I will think about it.
Так, заебись.
Сейчас он к матери начнет приставать.
Интересно, я могу ему в черепушку выстрелить?
Кому?
Каменюкой.
Кому?
Злому монаху.
Нет, ну это уже Кен будет вообще.
I wish someone would just tear that cathedral down.
That would require a miracle, and I really don't know a thing about them.
I'm so tired.
Come, I'll sing you a lullaby. Actually, it's Jack's favourite. A lark caught in a hunter's net sang sweeter then than ever, as if the falling melody might wing and net dissever. At dusk the hunter took his prey. The lark is freedom never. All birds and men are sure to die, but songs may live forever.
Why is the bowl on the pedestal? Do people drink it? Prior James.
Это он читает?
Угу. Нахрена если ты взял чашу?
Да зачем ты взял чашу? Чаша же причащается. И правда рушится. Вот.
I'm holding on to this.
Я не знаю, зачем я это сделал.
Ну, свечу, чтобы видно было. Лучше.
It won't move. Too much stone around here.
А, видишь, поджечь.
Тут нечего поджигать.
Да, вот он говорит, много камня. С другой стороны, он себе освещает путь. Он же со свечкой, а тут деревянная. Гнездо совы, что ли?
Very, very dry.
Ну, это видно, когда строилось. А, кстати, тут советуют зачерпнуть воды чашкой. Кстати, да.
А где он воду-то может?
Ну, и из этой, как она называется, где святая вода.
Перед того, что ты возьмешь воду святую, чего?
Я знаю, но там по-любасу нужно поджечь вверх, крышу. Так как мы потом сваливать будем с этой крыши. Диванный, давай ты не будешь подсказывать.
Ради дома.
Ну, почему не ради мамы?
Потому что он же строитель должен быть.
И чё?
И он тоже ради Тома.
If they need to build a new cathedral, Tom will get work. And we can stay here. Tom always talks about wanting to work on a cathedral.
Ох, ёпочка, бабай.
Ух, сейчас все эти самые.
Будет печалька, если сейчас двери.
Будет заперта.
Ёб твою мать.
What?
Так, стопой. Что, зависел, что ли? Алло, игра тупая.
It's not enough.
В смысле мало?
It's not enough.
Что мало?
Подожди, как можно отсюда выбраться?
Move, please.
Все на руку.
It's too heavy.
терпеть, да?
Ну, походу дела, вот тут-то вам пиздец, а Тракиндичин, конечно, как большой змей.
So much smoke! It's too heavy. I can barely breathe. I need air.
Что-то как-то не сильно помогает чаша. Ёпта, это что за мистика?
There's a breeze coming from the back.
You? I know you. You're Maximum. It is you. By God and the devil. They sent you back to punish me. I told them we must repent for what we did to you, to all of them, for my sins. Cast me into the lake of fire.
То есть оказался этот самый, которого...
Да, что он жив.
Да.
Что он на самом деле в этой, как он называется, где хранились мощи, прятался. Как начать
Мой
письмо?
дорогой брат.
My dear brother, only 2 days have passed since you left our priory. Much has happened in these 2 days. Many desperate men, women, and children have found refuge here. These people were driven from the castle of the Earl of Shiring. Never had I expected a visit from you to cause such grim consequences. I told you that I want to help to stop the war.
Это письмо потом точно попадет в чьи-нибудь руки, его лучше шантажировать.
Now, I find that I have started a war myself. Is this your diplomacy? Are these your politics? A couple has come to seek shelter at our priory. Remigius tells me the woman is a witch. Even if that is not true, they seem to live in sin.
В грехе, значит, отошлю их.
Remigius and I decided to expel them for their act against God. At least one of them will have to leave. Those who refuse to live by the Bible can only be of bad influence.
О младенце рассказать или нет? А, нет, пусть не будет, потому что этот самый...
Я расскажу.
Milius and Cuthbert had taken it upon themselves to feed the baby. They called it Jonathan, the gift of God. Johnny Eightpence was right. He loves goat milk. A gift of God. And yet someone gave up on him. I will not give up on him, or on anyone else. Not on us either, brother, even if the hope for my own redemption is as small and frail as Jonathan is. I pray that this letter finds you in good health. In consideration of my own, I ask that you not talk about our parents again. One must let these things rest. I've made my peace and won't hear any more of it. I heard from you that only 3 in Earl Robert's employ can read. One of them is my brother. And I hope he forgives my harsh words. Your brother, Philip.
Жестокость по отношению к тому, что он хочет выгнать.
No, no, no! Get out of there!
What? What is that?
My God! Save yourselves! The saint! We must save the saint! Fire! The whole roof is in flames!
My God!
Don't go in there! Adolphus! The saint! We must save him!
А, он просто знает о том, что там не святой, а этот бывший настоятель.
Это кто? Это
В мощевике вот этот ремень, ну вот этот.
Так а зачем тогда он это сделал все?
While the monks and refugees cleaned up, I kept hidden. I hadn't expected that a magnificent building like this could so utterly collapse. That the ignorant little boy that I had been could so easily turn it back into a pile of dirty stones. I knew then that I had done something wrong, and no one could ever find out.
Prior Philip, I had the site cleared. It should be safe now.
Good work. Thank you, Master Builder. This concludes a very long night then.
Many people left already. They asked me to thank you for your kindness. They're sorry for what happened.
Well, they should thank God for his mercy. No one got hurt, no one died. 45 monks and 11 novices, all accounted for. No one's missing.
No one?
Milius and Cuthbert even saved our saint from the crypt.
Do you know what caused this?
Кто-то поджег крышу.
Someone set fire to the roof.
Do you suspect anyone?
No. The church was empty when we locked the doors.
Oh, no one got hurt. The books were saved. Even the bones of your saint were unharmed. Maybe this happened for a reason.
What do you mean?
Here. Let me show you something.
I doubt scripture tells of this star.
Tell me, what do you see?
I see ruins.
Yes, but beyond that?
I see dawn.
Right. Prior, I am deeply sorry about what happened to your church, but you must remain steadfast.
And stare at the sunrise?
No, you're only seeing the sunrise because you're facing east, straight east, like a church. Now, I know you have no money, and that helping people is more important, but we could start right here. Take the stones we've got, and the people who want to help.
So, what is it I am looking at, Tom Builder?
It's the aisle of your new cathedral.
I see it. I see now.
Вы были за то, чтобы принять беженцев, посчитать Фрэнсиса и Филиппа виноватыми в нападении на бла-бла-бла. Вы согласились похоронить Арнальда после его смерти. Вы выдали настоящее имя отца, и монахи узнали о том, что Том... Это ты виновата! Это ты виновата! Ты их сдала! Да. Вы согласились с бла-бла-бла с Ремигем изгнать Элейн из Кембриджа. Это ты оставила одного мальчика!
Вы согласились изгнать...
О том, что типа не по-христиански.
Чего не по-христиански? А, что...
Живут вместе. Пускай вы сожгли собор ради Тома. И вы вдохновили Филиппа на то, чтобы отстроить собор заново. Ладно, народ, на этом сегодня все. Я уже устал. Вот, так что всем, кто смотрел стрим, выношу свою благодарность. Всем, кто будет смотреть стрим на записи, также благодарю. С вами был Сикер. Встретимся в следующей серии.